Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 9th of September 2022. No prizes for guessing what I'm going to talk about today, is there? So before I do talk about that, I will just tell you that I've got all the videos on my website that I shot at the Superstand event at Crawley's Tilgate Park. We had some fantastic speakers there, and I've got Sadie from Hope, Sussex. I've got another lady who was talking about dealing with pain. She's got a method for dealing with pain that's all natural and everything. And then the common law expert Dominic Morehouse, who I was talking about in previous videos as well. So it's all up there now, all 5 of them, speakers that were there on Sunday, on fairplaynow.net/must, and you will just see them all at the top. I think you'll find Dominic's speech right at the top, and then you work kind of down from there. So yeah, the big news yesterday, of course, is that the Queen is dead. I'm not really going to say too much about it. I'm sure you've seen a lot of commentary now from a lot of different people, got your own opinions on it and everything else. And it doesn't really matter what I'm going to say, because I'm sure I've got viewers who sort of don't like the Royals at all, and other viewers who sort of think they're okay, or sort of even sort of really like them. So whatever I say, I'm probably going to hack some people off and lose subscribers, but that's the price you pay for having a platform like this and speaking about subjects such as this. Well, my take on the royal family has always been pretty ambivalent. I'm not really that fussed about them at all. Up until a couple of years ago, I thought, you know, it's probably better that they're there rather than not there. Only just, you know, the seesaw of my opinion only just sort of tipped down that way. But yeah, I really wasn't bothered, not interested in following them at all. But of course, then the last 2.5-3 years came along, and it just seems that the entire establishment, don't care if it's the Labour Party, the Conservative Party, pretty much every celebrity you can think of, every other public figure you can think of, they've all kind of proven themselves to be not particularly favourable towards freedom, and not particularly favourable towards an individual's right to bodily autonomy. And I would have thought the Queen would have stayed out of that whole argument. You know, she should have done, because that's what she normally did. Kind of stayed neutral on any kind of political argument, stayed out of it. But unfortunately, I think it's probably about 18 months ago, she accused people of wanting bodily autonomy of being selfish, and a lot of the other royals also spoke out against the unV'd, and that really kind of tipped me from sort of not being that bothered about the royals to, well, you know, being against the establishment altogether, all the way up to the sort of head royals, top royals, and everyone below that as well. So that is my take on it, on the whole thing. And it's quite interesting, because my first job today, I was changing over a load of lights, and it was in the household of this couple, nice couple they were, but obviously very keen Royalists. And she was saying about how sad it was about the news, and how she was sort of really into the Jubilee, the various Jubilees, and she got all the paraphernalia, just about everything you could buy, all the knickknacks, she went out and bought. Luckily they weren't around because they were in the middle of decorating, so they didn't have any of this stuff out, but I should think normally it's probably almost like a shrine to the royals in there. And of course I didn't say a lot, I just kept my head down and got on with the job. But even someone like that was saying how although they loved the Queen, they're not at all sure about her successor and his wife, certainly especially his wife. These people, even very keen royalists, are not at all keen on old Charlie Boy and Camilla. And it's going to be interesting, because I think they'll probably try and do a charm campaign probably in the first few months or year or so of their reign. Look, sort of Charlie Boy's not nearly as bad as what we thought he was. Camilla's not nearly as bad as we thought she was. She's actually quite nice. That's what they'll try and get people to end up thinking. But at the moment, it seems like certainly Camilla is not at all well liked by even staunch royalists, and same goes for Charles as well. So that, I thought, was quite an interesting thing to hear from this lady this morning. But yeah, I'm not really going to say too much more. I don't really want to at this time sort of promote negativity or anything like that. And but all I'd say is it's certainly going to be interesting, isn't it, over the next sort of few months, because, well, there's going to be a lot of changes, isn't there? Sort of the kind of changes and the kind of events that literally haven't been seen for 70 years, over 70 years. And you've got to be realistically probably 75 plus to remember anything about the coronation and the succession of the Queen from her father when he passed away. So if you're any younger than, as I say, realistically 75, because you probably wouldn't really remember too much about it if you're kind of much younger than that, I would have thought. But for anyone, certainly anyone under 70, this is all uncharted territory. We've just never seen it, have we? We've never seen a change of monarch, seen one pass away, seen another one come in, seen a coronation. It's kind of a very interesting period of history, isn't it? And when you consider that it was only 2 days before she passed away that the new UK Prime Minister came in. That's pretty much the Queen's last kind of official duty, wasn't it? Kind of doing whatever she does with an outgoing Prime Minister and an incoming one as well. So when has that ever happened in history before? You get a new Prime Minister coming in, and then within 2 days, a monarch passing away and a new monarch coming in as well, all in the same week. So it's certainly historic times. Yeah, not least of which, these interesting things that we're going to see is, and this might actually put people who, like me, who want to keep cash, actually put you and me off using cash, because, of course, sometime in the next few weeks or few months, we're going to start seeing pictures of, I was going to say Prince Charles, it's King Charles III now, and that's weird, isn't it? Just saying that, King Charles III, and we're going to see his mug on the back of our £5 notes and £10 and £20 notes, aren't we? So like I say, that might well put you off using cash. I'm obviously just joking, we need to keep cash as much as we can, but I wonder when we'll start seeing the first notes and coins with him on. That'll be interesting as well. So that's my thoughts really on the whole situation. Not really bothered about her passing away. I don't wish anyone dead, I'm not that kind of such a nasty person as that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's just another very elderly lady who has passed away, as I'm sure there has been many others up and down the country. And it doesn't really affect me at all in my personal life, and I'm sure that when the new king comes on, he might affect my personal life, because of course he's very much in bed with this horrible organisation, the Whiskey Echo Foxtrot, and their whole Great Reset thing. So whereas the Queen didn't really affect me too much, Charlie Boy may well do if he and his globalist friends have their way. So we'll have to sort of keep a very close eye on what he's all about and how he's going to be, the stance he's going to take on all this kind of build back better stuff. So yeah, a few thoughts there. Royalty, not my thing, not that bothered, and I just wish the Queen had kind of just stayed out of the whole V versus un-V argument last year. That would have been so much better all round. So with those thoughts, I'm going to leave it, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.